I sure am. It's an honor to be here. The only award I truly ever deserved was when I was in 5th grade. That award was for Best All-Around Student. I was that guy. I was a good enough student. I had all the extracurricular activities a 5th grader could muster. I felt I was a lock. But that year, for some reason still unclear to me, they changed the definition of the award. They changed it to Best Overall Student. I was not that guy. The award went to Beverly Farris, really smart girl. She eventually went to MIT. And I was crushed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you, at the Vernon Elementary School in East Norwich, New York, the fix was in. So my disappointment, it taught me a lesson. And the lesson was, awards are nice, but you can't take them too seriously. You can't get too upset if you lose. But this honor, this is truly, to me, something special. In the current parlance, it hits different. And it hits different for me for a number of reasons. A lot of people, I guess, know me best for the work I do on television. Maybe not the people in this room, but people overall. But first and foremost, I am a writer. That is what I'm proudest of. That is what means the most to me. It has always been that way. It will always be that way. Now, while I'm a writer, I've never considered myself a great writer. I've been a finalist for this award a few times, but I never envisioned myself actually winning. And I never envisioned myself actually winning because of so many people who came before me and did win. You heard about Jim Murray, Red Smith, Frank DeFord, Rick Riley, on and on. Those guys are legends, writers with a capital W. And being on that list, I sort of feel like I do when I'm interviewing Aaron Judge on Fox, which is to say, rather small. Seriously, though, there's one more thing that makes this honor particularly meaningful for me, more meaningful than it would be in any other year. At the end of 2021, I was let go by MLB Network. Long story, but I was let go, at least in my view, because I refused to fall in line with the way the league and a certain commissioner wanted me to report and write. This is the first time I've been eligible for this award since that happened. And this is the first time I've ever won. I do not see this as a coincidence. Now, maybe it's a self-serving narrative, but I suspect, hope, that at least some people who voted for me in part because I would not relent, because I stood my ground. And all of that, it makes me much more grateful. And it leaves me with a lot of people to thank. First, of course, I thank the NSMA for this beautiful night, beautiful week, or weekend, whatever it is. It seems like a really amazing several days. And everyone who voted. To get that kind of respect from your peers, man, outside of Marriott points, that's what we live for. I thank my television bosses at Fox Sports. Ed Gorin in the early years, Eric Shanks, Judy Boyd, Brad Zager, and others more recently. Fox is not owned by Major League Baseball, but it is a partner of Major League Baseball. Yet Fox has never tried to influence what I write. Now, there was that one little pivot to video moment a few years back that cost me my writing job at foxsports.com, but the TV side had nothing to do with that. And honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Losing that job led me to The Athletic, the best publication I've ever worked for. 14 of our writers are being honored here tonight, including 5 who cover baseball. Now, The Athletic, like a lot of outlets, is going through some difficult times. Our recent layoffs cost us, among others, the Maryland Sportswriter of the Year, my friend, someone I respect greatly, Dan Connolly. You go through these things, and let's face it, you lose a little faith. But on our best days, in my opinion at least, The Athletic is as good as current sports writing gets. I thank Paul Fichtenbaum for bringing me aboard. I thank my editors, Emma Spann and Sarah Goldstein, Emma in particular for frequently saving me from myself, and I thank our amazing baseball writing staff. We are a team that is intensely collaborative, and it gives me great strength. My agent, Maury Gosfran, is here tonight. We have been together since 2005. Maury has always understood who I am, never asked me to change. And let's face it, when I lost the job at MLB Network, I cost Maury money too. But not once did he say, "Dude, what are you doing?" Nope, he stood by my side. Maury, I thank you for everything, but nothing more than that. My wife, Lisa, she too is here tonight. And if there is anyone who understands the sacrifices of our partners and what they do for us, it's the people in this room. Lisa and I have been married for 33 years. I cut our first date short because I had to go write a notes column. Sadly, I must admit, not a lot has changed. Lisa is the rock of our family, the mother of our 3 children, Sam, Hannah, and Sarah, all adults now, all wonderful people. She too has stood by me always, and never more than during those years when MLB Network was effectively trying to bully me into submission. She basically said, "Don't you dare stop. You do what you have to do." Thank you, honey. I love you. Finally, I want to mention 3 baseball writing brothers who we've lost in recent years: Jerry Fraley, Joe Strauss, Pedro Gomez. I think of them a lot, particularly when I'm writing something that is going to create blowback, whether it's from fans, social media, player, agent, league, team. It's a day that ends in Y, something might be coming at you. All of those guys were fearless. Jerry welcomed confrontation. Joe, and a few people in here knew him, could find a conspiracy in a sunrise. And Pedro, Google the column he wrote on Curt Schilling, basically calling him out as a fraud on the day Schilling started Game 7 of the 2001 World Series. Pedro wrote that for the local paper, the Arizona Republic. To this day, it blows my mind. Those guys, I try to carry their spirit with me. I hear their voices in my head, and they're telling me, keep fighting, keep going. Thanks, everyone.